Now, we are 100 days away from the elections, and it seems that TBD is unstoppable. I mean, look at this map. TBD is cleaning house. Man, what a shit show. I understand that the legislation in some states like Wisconsin, Georgia, possibly Nevada makes it impossible for the Democrats to take Joe Biden off the ballots. I mean, they would have to win some judicial battles in order to do it. And I don't know how that's going to end up, unless my understanding of the law is incorrect. It's possible that some swing states will just automatically go to Trump. Wild, isn't it? But what's even more wild is the fact that this is the Democratic Party, right? Like, democracy is on the ballot. Democracy is very important. And they're going to have someone anointed. Especially if it's not Kamala, which is the vice president. So, like, it would make sense. If the president isn't running, then you get the vice president. But, like, you know, the people that wanted JFK, for instance. I don't know how many they were. But, like, maybe there are Democrats out there that would have wanted to vote for JFK. Why didn't they have a primary? You know, the absolute state of modern times, the absolute state of the managerial class, where you're just told, okay, we anointed this person, you gotta vote for them. This actually happened in the UK in an even worse manner, where the current Prime Minister, Liz Truss, is being ousted, and it's like, congratulations, now you got the new guy. You got Rishi Sunak. Did you vote for him? Who the fuck cares? But he's your man. And it's pretty much what's happening in the US right now. It's going to be, okay, well, it's Jover now. Here's the new person. Fuck you. This is democracy. This is representation. It's wild, isn't it? Especially when you can tell that Joe Biden didn't want to drop out. Like, he was muscled out of dropping out because the staffers didn't know. The freaking staffers didn't know. Like, they found out from X. They actually posted that they found out from X that the man is dropping out. Like, I would be so outraged. Because you put your credibility behind the man. You're like, okay, well, I talked to him. I know he's not dropping out. And, you know, take my word for it. Like, there's no way in hell that Joe Biden is dropping out. Wait, he tweeted what? And the dropping out is done with the tweet. Like, it is even possible. It is even within the realm of possibility, as unlikely as it is. But it's possible that Joe Biden himself doesn't know that he dropped out. It's very possible that one of his staffers tweeted that shit. It's the official account, right? But, like, who believes that Biden actually has access to his official account? Like, there wasn't a recording yet. He didn't have a press conference. He didn't come out in order to say this like it would be normal, right? It's just a tweet. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, he dropped out. Interesting. The Obamas didn't endorse Kamala Harris, weirdly enough. So it's quite possible that it's not even going to be Kamala Harris that's going to run, and TBD is still in full swing right now when I'm making the video. No one has the actual chance of beating Donald Trump right now in the polls. Still, there are a couple more months until the elections. Things can change. Especially that, as I mentioned in other videos, the memory span of the electorate in 2024 is quite short, so, like, anything can happen. But more importantly, the question of what happens with the money should be raised. I mean, imagine the following scenario, right? Like, you're an immigrant, and poverty is out to get you. But you manage to flee poverty, and you sneak past the border of the United States of America. No one is above the law, but, like, for that second, when you're on top of that American border, you fucking are above the law, right? And then you get into the United States of America, and you work for one of those greedy corporations that have caused inflation. And you're struggling, you're toiling hard. And then you're giving $20 to Joe Biden because you absolutely love Joe Biden. Like, he's the Democrat in chief. And you gave him $20 so he can win the election. But now he's not running. So what happens with your $20? Does the Democratic Party steal it? Do they launder it? Do they give it back? Like, is that like a question of morality? What happens with the money? Well, apparently, Kamala Harris, because she was on the ticket, is actually able to receive the funds. So like if she wants to, she can access them, and I think it's like around $90 million or something. However, if it's not Kamala Harris, then I genuinely do not know what happens with the cash. Morally speaking, people should get it back, because like even if you're a donor, what if like the next candidate is Beto O'Rourke and you don't like Beto's Spanish? You know, like he speaks Spanish but doesn't speak it perfectly. You think that he is butchering your mother's tongue. It's a very, very weird way in which he speaks. You just don't like it. You don't trust a man that doesn't speak Spanish fluently, right? So you decide that you don't want to give him money. Shouldn't you manage to get a refund for that? Like you endorsed Joe Biden. You didn't endorse Beto O'Rourke. Well, no one knows, apparently. No one knows. Again, the fact that this is also happening after Trump's failed assassination attempt is very interesting, right? Because they could have gotten the shit together up till now. Everything was obvious. Like, they knew that Joe Biden isn't going to be fit for presidency by just looking at the gaffes that he was making, by looking at the public appearances that they were calling cheap fakes and whatnot. But for some reason, no, everything is fine, everything is according to plan. And now, in the last hour, this thing happens, out of the blue. Well, I get, you know, it's COVID, isn't it? Right, like COVID is the best excuse to drop out of meetings, to drop out of family gatherings, to drop out of the holiday. It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Completely believable as well. Even though, like, everyone was predicting, yeah, Joe Biden is going to drop because he's going to say he's sick. He even made this joke. Well, not him, his staffers. Like, a couple of weeks ago, he's like, I'm sick. And then posts a reply to that of Donald Trump lying and blah, 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 blah. Well, it's not really a joke if it's true, is it? Right? How did people know? How did we know? Well, we did know. The fact that he doesn't even have immunity to the virus is interesting. Like, I think he already got it, right? So, like, you should have natural immunity to that variant. And he already got triple vax. So, I guess, like, virus more powerful than Pfizer. And Pfizer couldn't stop it. Yeah, the person that's going to run against Trump, they're setting them up for losing. Like, there's no other explanation. I don't know why they just didn't go with Joe Biden all the way until the end, but the party that defends democracy is now going to anoint someone as the future candidate. And this is the party that's renowned for cheating people out of the primaries. Like, you guys remember the Bernie Sanders scandal, and people were livid that he was cheated out of the primary, right? And now apparently it's going to be someone else. I don't think it's going to be Kamala. I would be surprised if they go with Kamala. It is a possibility. But probably it's going to be someone else. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.